All right, sir, if you could state your full name and date of birth.
Michael Dominic Sedita. It's February.
Thank you, sir. So you've got two separate cases here today.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be a new case out of Superior Court, and this one is alleging one count of unlawful use of a means of transportation. That's a Class 5 felony. One count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. One count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. And one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. So in this matter, the public defender has been appointed to represent you. You have a status conference set on October 7 and a preliminary hearing October 9, both at 8:30. That's going to be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. I did see that you are currently on supervised probation. I did also read your probation notes, which did indicate that you have at least maintained contact.
Yes.
And continue to check in with your probation officer.
Yes.
So it's for that reason, I'm not going to put a bond on you here right now. So you are going to be released on your own recognizance, but it is still subject to the supervision of your probation officer. Within 72 hours, you do need to contact probation.
Okay, I will.
You're also ordered not to return to the scene of the offense, have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, witness, or co-defendant, and you're not to possess any weapons while on release.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so your probation case is also on the calendar today for a Term 1 violation.
Okay.
So in that matter, you've got the public defender representing you, revocation arraignment hearing September 27 at 8:30. That's at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. Same release conditions.
Okay.
You are being released on your own recognizance, subject to the supervision of probation.
Yes, ma'am.
You'll be getting some paperwork here in just a little bit
Okay.
that's going to have all that information in it. But is there
Okay.
anything that you need me to go over again or any
No, ma'am.
questions that you have?
No, ma'am, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. If you want to go ahead and have a seat,
Yeah.
we'll probably just bring that out to you.
No.
All right, so your full name and date of birth?
My full name is Victor Manuel Varela.
You are here for 4 separate cases.
Yeah.
So the first one I have here is going to be a new case out of Superior Court. It's alleging one count of resisting arrest, a Class 6 felony, and one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, also a Class 6 felony. They did submit a third count for possession of dangerous drugs. No probable cause was found on that one count. Doesn't necessarily mean that's going away, but we were not provided with enough information here today. But probable cause was found on the other 2, okay? So in this matter, the Office of Public Defense Services has been appointed to represent you. Status conference is set September 26th at 8:30 a.m., evidentiary hearing September 27 at 1:30 p.m., and a preliminary hearing September 30th at 8:30 a.m., all of which are scheduled at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. Now, in Arizona, if you commit a new felony offense while being on felony release in another matter, Arizona law does require that you be held without bond in the new case, and that's your situation today. I show you're currently on felony release in one of the other matters we have on the calendar, CR 2023-140884. Because you're on felony release at the time this new offense allegedly occurs, you're non-bondable for the new charges. So you're not eligible for release in this case. And that is why I set that evidentiary hearing. That's the court date I'm required to set here today in order to allow the court to review those specific release conditions. So you do have the other 3 matters here. I'll start with the open felony case, so the one I was referencing. So in that matter, it's here for a bench warrant that was issued for a failure to appear. So you have a status conference now on October 1 at 8:30. That'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. The bond in the warrant, which has been affirmed, is a $10,000 secured appearance bond. Your other 2 matters are your probation cases, which are also here for a bench warrant that was issued for a failure to appear. So you now have a non-witness violation hearing September 27 at 8:30. That'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. Each of those matters has a $50 cash-only appearance bond. Just keep in mind, as long as you're being held non-bondable in that first matter, just keep those other bonds in place. That way they know you're in custody in those cases. That could impact your credit for time served down the road if that becomes an issue for you, okay? Any questions regarding anything that I just went through?
Yeah, so I went on the, I didn't go to the court. Where was I say?
Well, this was back in May, so you've been out on warrant status for a while, but you understand your main hold is the new charges. Either way, you're
no
not
pre-trial services, no, nothing. Pre-trial services, nothing, none of that.
I couldn't even do that if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Your release conditions are mandated by law. Okay? Any other questions, though?
I got weapon charges, too.
I'm sorry?
Weapon charges, that's why.
The weapons charges are just in the open felony case. That's your 2023 matter had some weapons charges, I believe. I don't think your new case had weapons charges.
That's weird, cause,
And your new case doesn't have any weapons charges.
that's weird, cause I was going to court for that.
Okay, talk to your attorney about it. They issued this warrant, I believe it was back in May for this one. Yeah, May 20th. All right. If you want to go ahead and have a seat, though, all that information will be in there. I know it's individual paperwork for each one, okay? Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. Hi, Mr. Watkins, if you could state your full name and date of birth.
John Watkins.
All right, thank you, sir. So you do have a new case out of Superior Court. This is alleging one count of burglary in the fourth degree. One count of burglary in the third degree. That's a Class 4 felony with the offense date of today, September 21. So in your case, the legal defender has been appointed to represent you. A status conference is set on September 26th at 8:30 with that preliminary hearing September 30 at 8:30. Those are both going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. Now, in this matter, I did receive a written recommendation from the state requesting a $20,000 secured appearance bond based on the nature of the offense that you're here for and the number of warrants that you also have, including one for burglary out of Pennsylvania. You are going to receive a bond in this matter, and that will be a $15,000 secured appearance bond. If you do post bond and you are released from custody, you are also going to be ordered not to return to the scene of the offense, not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, witness, or co-defendant in this matter. And you'll get all this information here in just a moment, but do you have any questions regarding anything I just went through? All right, thank you, sir. All right, so we have Mr. Pettis up next, and then Sherry Bixler will be up after that. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth?
Renal Pettis, 9.
All right, thank you, sir. So you are here for two separate cases. I'll go ahead and start with the new matter. This is for a new case out of Superior Court. Now, this is for one count of aggravated assault. That's a Class 3 felony. The public defender has been appointed to represent you, and you have a status conference set on September 26th with a preliminary hearing September 30, both at 8:30. That's going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. Based on the nature of the offense that I have here, as well as a review of your history, and I know you're currently on probation, and the other matter that we have here on the calendar, you are going to have a bond in this matter. That's a $10,000 secured appearance bond. If you do post bond and you are, $15,000 secured appearance bond. I apologize, I was looking at the wrong thing. If you do post bond and you are released from custody, you are still on supervised probation. You do still need to abide by all terms. That does include contacting probation within 72 hours. So your other case we have here is that probation case. And the reason it's on the calendar is for a Term 1 violation. So in that matter, public defender's been appointed, revocation arraignment hearing set on September 27 at 8:30, and that's going to be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. And in that matter, it looked like you were reporting right up until now, okay? So for that reason, I'm just going to do a $50 bond in your probation case, okay? So you're going to get that information here in just a moment, but do you have any questions regarding it?
So you said it's a $15,000 one for the new one?
Yeah, for the aggravated assault charge.
My thing is, why would it be that much with no
Because of the
evidence?
nature of the charge, as well as a review of your history, but primarily because of the nature of the charge, since it was a charge that allegedly involved the use of a firearm. So that's why.
All right, yeah, that's
All right.
it.
Any other questions?
That's it.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, we have Sherry Bixler, and then America Aguilar will be up after that. All right, ma'am, your full name and date of birth?
Sherry Bixler.
Thank you. You are here for a new case out of Superior Court. It was submitted as 2 counts of attempted burglary in the third degree. Those are Class 5 felonies. I'd imagine they'll actually be burglary in the third degree Class 4 felonies when they're reviewed, but looks like they accidentally put attempts on each of these. Now, the public defender has been appointed to represent you. The status conference is set September 26th and a preliminary hearing September 30, both at 8:30 at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. You do now have 2 different dates of offense here for these matters, as well as the amount that is allegedly involved in the course of the burglary. So you do have a bond in this case. That's a $10,000 secured appearance bond. It is secured. You are able to work with a bail bonding company to post that amount. If you do post bond and are released, you're also going to be ordered not to return to the scene of the offense, not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, witness, or co-defendant in this matter. All right, any questions regarding that? All right, thank you. All right, we have Ms. Aguilar, and then Danae Hanson will be up after that. All right, ma'am, go and state your full name and date of birth.
America Aguilar.
All right, thank you. So you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. It is alleging 1 count of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony, 1 count of criminal damage, a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of reckless driving, a Class 2 misdemeanor. There is also a 2nd count of aggravated assault. That's the 1 count I didn't find probable cause on. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going away, but I was not given enough information today. So in this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed, and the status conference is set September 26th, with that preliminary hearing September 30, both at 8:30, and that'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. I do recognize that you don't have any other criminal history, but I also have to balance that against the serious nature of the offense that you're here for. So you are going to have a bond here today. That's a $7,500 secured appearance bond. You're also going to have orders that you not return to the scene of the offense, you not have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness in this matter. If there is an order of protection or order against harassment issued, you must comply with that order. And I'm just going to warn you that a violation of a no victim contact order and a criminal release order that could constitute aggravated harassment, that's a Class 6 felony. If you come in here on a new felony offense while being on felony release, you would be non-bondable at that point. Okay.
Is it possible to get released? I'm supposed to start a new job on Monday, and I am a single mom of 4.
I actually saw the note for that, and I'm sorry you put yourself in this situation, but given the nature of your offense, it is not going to be any lower than what it is right now. I already went lower just given the fact that you didn't have history.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Danae Hanson, Jr.
Thank you. You are here for a warrant issued out of the Pinal County Superior Court, so this is an out-of-county warrant. So this is their case number CR 2024-01103. So in this matter, they've set an arraignment hearing on September 25th at 8:30. That would be at the Pinal County Superior Court. The address will be included in your paperwork. It is an out-of-county warrant, so I am affirming their bond. That's a $2,500 cash-only appearance bond. Now, if you're able to post that bond prior to being transported out to Pinal County to attend that hearing, you do still need to go out there to attend the hearing. I do recommend contacting the court in advance to verify the details. Okay. If you're unable to post the bond, Pinal needs to come here to transport you out there to attend it. Okay? Any questions regarding that?
No.
All right. If you want to go and step over, we'll get that paperwork to you. It'll have all that information. Thank you, ma'am. Hi, Ms. Doss, go and state your full name and date of birth.
Hi, Terry Lynn Doss.
All right, thank you, ma'am. So you are here for a bench warrant that was issued. It is for a failure to appear in CR 2022-130377. So in this matter, you have a status conference now set on September 26th with a preliminary hearing September 30, both at 8:30, and that'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. So in this matter, the bond in your warrant's been affirmed. This one is a $1,500 secured appearance bond. It is secured. You are able to work with a bonding company in order to post that amount. This will be in your paperwork that you're going to receive. If you have any questions for me regarding anything I just went through.
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you. All right, John Ashley and then Jose Sain will be up next. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth?
John Robert Ashley, Jr., 11.
All right, thank you, sir. So you are here for a warrant that was issued out of the Ironwood Justice Court. Their case number is JC 2009-152-889. So in this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed because you are going to receive a bond in this case. So that is now required pursuant to Rule 6.1. An arraignment hearing is set on September 24 at 8:30. That'll be at the Ironwood Justice Court. The address will be included in your paperwork. And the bond in your warrant, which has been affirmed at this time, is $1,262. That is a secured appearance bond, so you are able to work with a bail bonding company in order to post it. You'll receive that here in a moment, but do you have any questions regarding it?
You see, I'm homeless and I can't work until after I have my surgery in November.
If you're unable to post it, then that means you would remain in custody and be transported to the next court date.
I'm going to need transport to the next court date.
Yeah, they'll take care of that if you're still in custody.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll make sure you attend your court date.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so we have Jose Sain and Eric Washington will be up next. All right, so your full name and date of birth?
Jose Sain,
All right, thank you, sir.
Jose Saenz?
Huh?
Jose Luis Saenz, February 22nd, 1991.
I can't even hear what you're saying.
Jose Luis Saenz, February 22nd, 1991.
Okay, thank you. And I did hear you the first time. I thought you were saying something different. I apologize. So you've got 3 separate cases here today. So the first one is going to be a new case out of Superior Court. It's alleging 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. And that one has the offense date of today, September 21. So the Public Defender's Office has been appointed here to represent you in this matter, and you do currently have a status conference set on September 26th at 8:30 with a preliminary hearing September 30 at 8:30, and those are going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. Based on your number of failures to appear in your prior cases, you are going to have a bond in this matter. That's a $500 secured appearance bond. If you postpone and you are released, you are still on supervised probation. You do still have to abide by all those terms. That does include contacting probation within 72 hours. Your next 2 cases here are your probation matters. They were added to the calendar today for Term 1 violation. So it's the new offense. That's what triggered it. Now, the public defender's been appointed there as well. Revocation arraignment hearing set on September 27 at 8:30 at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. I did take a look at your probation notes, and looks like you have been reporting. So for that reason, I'm just going to do $50 placeholder bonds in each of your probation matters. So it's going to be $600 total for all 3.
So, what did they drop the case for, because the possession, what did they drop the case?
If they drop that case, it's possible the probation matter could go away too. That's going to be ultimately up to that court as to how they approach that.
And I've been showing up to my court dates for my misdemeanors. You don't think you could give me a chance?
I see. You had a significant amount of.
Because I've been doing very good with my probation officer. I got classes that I take in the morning.
Yeah, you have 11 prior failures to appear,
I know,
and quite a few of them are still within the last couple of years.
I got drug classes that I take in the morning, and I've been doing good. I've been attending.
I
Monday to
absolutely
Thursday.
recognize that, and that's why I didn't do a full bond on your probation cases.
I'm not going to be able to bond
I do recognize
out.
that, but you're not going to get released. You do still have a bond in the first matter.
Because I have these classes that I have to take, and I've been doing good. It's from
Talk
9
to your
12.
probation officer about it. Okay? All right, if you want to go and step over those, all that information will be included in your paperwork. Ms. Washington, and then Eric Amex will be up next. Hi, ma'am, your full name and date of birth?
Arizona, Washington.
Thank you. So you are here for 2 separate cases. Both of these are probation violation warrants that were issued. In each of your probation matters, there was a petition to revoke filed alleging a violation of terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So the public defender has been appointed for you. You've got a revocation arraignment hearing on September 27 at 8:30 at the downtown Phoenix Superior Court. In each of these matters, you have a $750 secured appearance bond. So it's $1,500 total for both. Since you're on IPS for your level of supervision, you do need to contact probation within 24 hours of any release. So you'll get that information here in just a moment, but do you have any questions regarding it?
So you said it's $1,500?
$1,500 total for both.
Okay.
Okay, $750 each. All right, so we have Eric Amex and Joel Baker will be up after that. All right, so your full name and date of birth?
Eric Amex, E-R-I-C, Amex, A-M-Y-X.
Okay, so you are here for 2 separate cases. Both of these matters are probation violation warrants that were issued.
Yes, ma'am.
So in your probation cases, there was a petition to revoke filed alleging a violation of terms 3, 5, and 15 of your probation terms. So the public defender has been appointed for you. You have a revocation arraignment hearing September 27 at 8:30. That's going to be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. In each of these matters, the bond in the warrant was affirmed. Each of these are a $750 secured appearance bond, so it's $1,500 total for both. I do see you're currently on IPS for your level of supervision, intensive probation, so you do need to contact probation within 24 hours if you are released from custody. Any questions regarding either matter?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, Joel Baker and then Ralph Podekar will be up next. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth?
Joel Robert Baker IV,
Great, thank you, sir. So you were here for a probation violation warrant that was issued. In your probation case, there was a petition to revoke filed alleging a violation of term 1 of your probation terms. So the public defender has been appointed. You have a revocation arraignment hearing September 27 at 8:30 at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. The bond in your warrant has been affirmed. That is going to be a $500 secured appearance bond. If you post bond and you are released from custody, you're still on supervised probation, you do still need to abide by all terms, including contacting probation within 72 hours. Any questions regarding any of that information?
No, Your Honor.
All right, if you want to step over, we'll get that paperwork for you. Thank you, sir. Matter. All right, sir, if you could state your full name and date of birth.
Ralph Michael Poticar, 11.
Thank you, sir. So you are here for a new case. This will be out of Superior Court. It is alleging one count of theft of a means of transportation, which is a Class 3 felony. That has an offense date of September 20, so yesterday. So in this matter, you have a status conference currently set on September 26th, preliminary hearing September 30, both at 8:30. That'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. You have multiple outstanding warrants from different courts, including Mesa Tempe and another one that's an out-of-state warrant. Though you are going to have a bond in this matter, that's a $500 secured appearance bond. If you post bond and are released, you're also going to be ordered not to return to the offense. You're not being released. You still probably have another couple courts that you're going to have to go see, and you might get bonds in those matters as well. Those bonds would be in addition to this.
No, those will be all closed out.
You're still going to have a bond in this one. You just walked in with multiple warrants for failures to appear in different courts. So at this point, you are going to have a bond. All right? You want to step over? You can go and pick up that paperwork over there. We have Mr. Stokely, Marco, Ledesma, Kovos will be up next. We did have Stokely next, but we can do Mr. Ledesma. We'll do Stokely after this. Okay. All right, sir, state your full name and date of birth.
Marco Antonio Ledesma,
All right, thank you, sir. So you are here for a new case that will be out of the Peoria Municipal Court. So this is alleging one count of assault, Class 2 misdemeanor, with an offense date of September 21, so today. So in this matter, you have an arraignment hearing currently set on September 24 at 9 a.m. That'll be at the Peoria Municipal Court. Based on the nature of the offense that you have here, the fact that you apparently targeted a 75-year-old man who already had some medical issues, you do have a bond in this matter as a $500 secured appearance bond. If you do post bond and are released, you do need to show up at that arraignment hearing September 24th, or another warrant's going to issue at that time. You also have orders that you are not to return to the scene of the offense and not have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. Since I did set a bond in your matter, I did also appoint counsel to represent you as required by Rule 6.1.
All right.
All right. Any questions regarding that?
Where's Peoria Municipal? It's over there on 83rd and where's Peoria Municipal Court?
The Peoria Municipal Court. The address will be on your paperwork. Okay. Yeah, it is in the city of Peoria, I think it's off of Litchfield Road. But yeah,
off
check. Or no, that's not. That's Surprise. Check the
Peoria,
address on there.
Peoria, right there on 83rd in Peoria.
I don't know where it's at. Look at the address on there.
All right. Yeah, I'll check.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All right, so we've got Delbert Stokely, and then after that, Ever Gonzalez. All right, Mr. Stokely, if you could state your full name and date of birth.
Delbert Stokely.
Thank you, sir. So you are here for a probation violation warrant that was issued. In that matter, there was a petition to revoke filed that alleges a violation of terms 3 and 5 of your probation terms. So the public defender has been appointed to represent you. You do have a revocation arraignment hearing, September 27 at 8:30. That'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. It is a probation warrant, so the bond in that warrant has been affirmed. That is going to be a $500 secured appearance bond. If you post bond and you're released from custody, or even if you're later released by the probation judge, you're still on supervised probation. You do still have to comply with all terms. That does include contacting probation within 72 hours. Any questions regarding that?
So I can post a $500 bond tonight and be released?
Correct. Assuming you have no other holds, and I'm not aware of any, the officers will let you know if you do. But otherwise, yes, that's correct.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Hi, Mr. Gonzalez. Hi, sir, your full name and date of birth.
Ever Gonzalez, 10.
Thank you, sir. So you are here for a new case out of the Arcadia Biltmore Justice Court. The charges are 3 counts of reckless driving, Class 1 misdemeanors, 1 count of excessive speed, Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of driving on a suspended license, a Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, that's a Class 3 misdemeanor. So in this matter, an arraignment hearing has been set on September 25th at 8:30. That's going to be at the Arcadia Biltmore Justice Court. The address for that court will be provided in your paperwork. Based on the very dangerous driving you exhibited in this matter, as well as the danger to the community, I am setting a bond in your case. That's a $500 secured appearance bond. If you post bond in our release, you're also going to be ordered not to return to the scene of the offense, not to have any contact with any alleged victim or witness in this matter. Any questions regarding any of the information I just went over?
No, there's no question. Is that the lowest my bond can go? Or is there any way you can reduce?
Bonds really don't go much lower than that, period. Yeah, you're not going any lower.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, Jose Gonzalez, and then Bo Rayner will be up after that. All right, Mr. Gonzalez, go and state your full name and date of birth.
Jose Luis Gonzalez, 18.
All right, thank you, sir. You are here for a new case out of Superior Court. It is alleging 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, 6 counts of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, Class 4 felony, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, that's a Class 6 felony. So in this matter, the public defender has been appointed to represent you. You currently have a status conference set on October 7 with that preliminary hearing October 9, both at 8:30 a.m. Those are going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. You'll see the address in your paperwork. I did take a look at your criminal history. I do recognize that both of your prior convictions were drug charges, not violent offenses, and they were also from back in about 2004, 2009, so there's been a considerable amount of time since those occurred. You are still a prohibited possessor, so that is still a legitimate charge, and I am a little concerned about the number of knives that were located in your general possession in your vehicle. But I am going to be releasing you here today, but it's going to be subject to the supervision of pretrial services. Before you go, you're going to be receiving some instructions regarding that, including their contact information, because you do have to stay checked in with them while on release. You're also going to be ordered that you not possess any weapons, okay? You can't have them, all right?
Okay.
All right, any questions regarding this?
None.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Rayner, and then Ofa Mafu will be up next.
Bo Clayton Rayner,
All right, thank you, sir. You're here for a warrant that was issued out of the Peoria Municipal Court. Their case number is TR 2023-620. In that matter, they've set an arraignment hearing for you on October 10th at 9 a.m. That's going to be at the Peoria Municipal Court. You'll get the address in your paperwork. This is a post-adjudication warrant. Since it is post-adjudication, I am going to be releasing you here today to appear at that next court date on your own. You are being released on your own recognizance. It is going to be your promise to appear. I will let you know if you fail to appear on that date. They're likely to issue another warrant at that time. You might not have the same luck next time you come through. Any questions regarding this?
yes, actually, I messed up on my payment plan is why the warrant got issued. So is that likely what'll happen?
So when you go in there, if it's the fine that you need to take care of, see if they can redo a payment plan for you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, so we've got Mr. Mafu and Cassandra Franks up after that. Hi, sir, your full name and date of birth.
Ofaki Francis Mafu.
All right, thank you, sir. So you're here for a warrant that was issued out of the North Mesa Justice Court. That's in their case number JC 2020-1370008. You have an arraignment hearing currently set on October 10th at 1 p.m. That'll be at the North Mesa Justice Court. The address will be provided in your paperwork. I did take a look at the docket in there. Looks like this is the first warrant issued in this matter, so I am willing to give you a second shot to appear. I do recognize the age of the case as well. So you are going to be released today to appear at that next court date on your own. It'll be on your own recognizance. That's going to be your promise to appear. Any questions regarding that?
What was the date?
October 10th at 1 p.m.
Yes.
Okay. All right, that'll be included in your paperwork. If you want to just go ahead and step over, you can go and pick that up at this time. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we have Cassandra Franks. All right, Ms. Franks, go and state your full name and date of birth.
Right. Cassandra Franks,
Ma'am, you are here for a warrant that was issued out of the Peoria Municipal Court. That's in their case CM 2023-1180. In this matter, a arraignment hearing has been set on October 10 at 9 a.m. That's at the Peoria Municipal Court. This is a post-adjudication warrant issued out of that court. Since it is post-adjudication, I am going to be releasing you today on it. So you are being released on your own recognizance. It is going to be your promise to appear. Do you have any questions regarding that?
No.
All right, go and step over.